Hi guys, 732 Review Crew here. I am Mikey.
I'm Joe.
And I'm Mike.
And we're back with Battlestar Galactica Season 2, Episode 13. This one is titled Epiphanies, and we are just coming off a very exciting two-parter, which was the Resurrection Ship two-parter involving the Pegasus and the Galactica, Kane versus Adama. And ultimately, it seems like Adama prevails because Baltar are doing a little bit of a tricky thing.
Yeah, and I mean, Kane was kind of a dick.
Yeah, it's true. Now, I'm very excited to see how this keeps going because a lot of things are going on, but it seems like one of the things that we missed is that Lee is kind of giving up on life because the two people he looks to the most, the president and his dad, ordered a hit on a military officer.
Right.
So he's kind of like lost.
I felt like he was kind of been in a weird spot the entire season.
And that kind of pushed him over the edge.
Right?
Yeah.
Because that was like the thing he trusted, he respected, and that pushed him over, I think, a little bit. So now we got to see what's going to happen with the crew, Lee, and everybody else. I'm very excited to find out. So thank you for joining us, and we're starting in 3, 2, 1. Oh, she doesn't look too good.
Dude, is Baltar going to be the president?
Are we losing Rosalind?
Yeah.
Are we losing Rosalind?
I don't know about that. I don't think we're going to lose her.
Huh.
Oh my God. No way.
Is she having flashbacks and realizing? I think we're losing the president.
It's Space Mom.
True.
Request permission to clear guns.
Roger that, Cat.
Clear your throat.
Oh, fuck.
Whoa!
Oh, fuck.
Damn it! I've declared an emergency. We got
Is her thing cracking?
requesting priority clearance
Yeah, it
to
is.
land.
This is sabotage, though.
Would the gun smoke like that in space?
Ah. Round.
Lights off. It's too light.
Mr. President, we should at least
Oh, it's
speak
Adar.
with the strikers before sending
Finally get to see what it looks
troops.
like.
Their pay is substandard, their schools are falling apart, and this strike action has been gaining momentum for months, and you know that. I don't understand why we're not at least talking to them.
One of the most interesting things about being president is that you don't have to explain yourself to anyone.
Gentlemen, I called you here to discuss the Cylon.
That Cylon fetus is showing some very peculiar genetic abnormalities.
Been through the tests, and I wouldn't say that there was anything conclusive.
Didn't say conclusive, just damned odd.
Doctor versus scientist, I love it.
Perhaps you've gotten too close to your subject.
Woo!
Allowing this thing to be born could have frightening consequences.
Huh.
For the security of this fleet, I believe the Cylon pregnancy must be terminated before it is too late.
With all due respect, the president made the call based on evidence presented by Dr. Coughlin. Who's
Yourself together.
Don't talk shit about Dr. Cough.
You're going to be asked to make some very hard decisions. Act like you can handle it.
I think he just realized he's about to become president.
Yep.
I never left you guys.
All right, yeah.
They have such a toxic relationship.
What is this lingering controversy over my affair with your three
It's his hand.
I'm not jealous, I'm concerned.
Oh, yeah. Concerned? What?
Our child.
You're concerned. Well, for your information, the president intends to keep...
For the background looking at it, freaking out.
President, you can use your new authority to save our child. Yes, well, you have your own resources if you'd use them. The one Adama provided for your research.
I forgot about that.
Totally insane.
I'm trying to help you, you idiot.
He's choking himself with his own tie right now.
The president has decided that her pregnancy will be terminated. Allow the baby to come to full term. It constitutes an unacceptable risk to the fleet.
Sherman's only helped us since you came back from Caprica.
Don't mistake the will to live for genuine compassion.
Good line.
I don't expect you to agree to the decision, but I need you to accept it.
We're talking about my child, sir.
Price you pay for reinstating me as CAG.
Oh, he's back as CAG.
That was a mistake. Maybe I don't give a damn what you think, sir.
Take it easy, both of you.
Captain Adama, I have a message for your father. They may take me, but I want a penny!
She's Cylon?
No, she's purposely sabotaging.
Oh.
It's a military that refuses to negotiate!
So,
she might be a civilian.
Cylon sympathizers.
Or
right?
Or civilian.
Cylon sympathizers.
Oh, okay.
There you go.
No idea they were disorganized.
We're contacted by a person claiming to speak for the subversives, demanding a meeting on the Galactica, not negotiating. I just want to know what we're up against.
He wants to see the faces of his...
Put them all in jail.
I don't think he's going to do that. I think he wants to know their faces to monitor them, you know?
I'm with Mikey on this.
I was joking.
Some causes are worth dying for.
Is she going to say something about Baltar?
That Cottle's got to do like an emergency surgery, right?
If you're trying to
Plain innocent bystander, but I think you know more than you're telling us either way. You're a danger to this fleet.
Admiral, arresting me isn't going to stop any of this.
Maybe not. But it's
Oh, he is going to arrest him. Wow.
Oh, hey.
That's not good, though.
The guy didn't... What do you mean? That guy wasn't there to have a conversation either, Mikey.
No, I mean, not, you can't arrest, like, revolutionaries like that.
He can fucking do whatever he wants. Revolutionary. Ooh.
The Darumosa. Petroleum refinery.
Anionics used to explosives.
Oh, no. Are they trying to blow up?
Petroleum ship?
The Admiral said they found something in the baby's blood. Somehow, President Rosalind considers it a threat to the fleet.
I've held back my anger. I'm trying to show them that Cylons are not all the same, that we're not all murderers.
Deep down, I think they're still afraid of you.
She looks so mad.
I mean, they're trying to kill her baby.
I get it. That. Oh my god. I wonder if she's gonna show her strength. Like, she's been willingly sitting in here.
Let them try and take my baby!
Bruh.
Sure, stop! Sharon, look at me! Hey, be easy with her! Easy!
It's a fair response from her, though.
I mean, yeah. Mama Bear energy.
None of us wants to die, but the fighting must end. If my sacrifice sends a
Oh my god.
Cylon that brings peace, then it was worth it. Demand peace.
Oh, it's too late.
Bruh.
Yep, nope. Ty was right. They're terrorists.
Wild.
You know what we should do when there's only 50,000 people left in the universe around the world? Let's start fucking terrorizing each other.
The Tillium ship's just a taste of what's in store unless someone starts listening!
You listen. And you listen well. I don't care if I have to interrogate every civilian on board this fleet. This is gonna stop.
It's tradition for outgoing presidents to leave a letter for their successor. It's usually opened on the first day of the new term.
Fucking Christ, dude.
Hello? I understand. Thank you.
What was that? What was it? Cut corners off the clipboard.
I was told I might make no friends.
It's good to see you guys.
No fucking way.
Wait, what the fuck?
Wait, is that the number 6 he saved?
Yeah. Do they know she's a Cylon?
I haven't stopped thinking about you since the second I left the Pegasus.
Don't do this, not
I
not
can't
yet.
help myself. I can't.
Guys.
She's been assaulted, dude. You can't do that.
Yeah.
So is there any reason in particular for inviting me around here?
Because you saved me. Let me save you.
Here we go again.
You already trusted God.
When you're president, you can use the office to turn them against Adama, paving the way for the Cylons to save us.
She has no reason to help humans.
I don't think the Cylons are saving them.
Yeah.
I am not who you think I am. And I will not be responsible for the destruction of mankind.
Twice.
He's fucking lucky she even lets him leave that room.
I didn't like the way we left things this morning.
Richard,
I know. You've been thinking this is a mistake for a while now.
Oh.
Oh my.
I made them a promise that we would seriously hear out their grievances, Richard.
Put me in a very awkward position. It's not just about your teachers. It's the next strike I'm worried about. You just showed them that if they hold out long enough, this administration will cave.
You expected me to.
I expected you to hold the line. You can stay on in an advisory capacity. Gods know we need your ideas.
You asking me to resign? I am on my way to the Galactica to represent this administration. When I return, if you still want my job, be prepared to fight.
Woo! Like between her and Baltar, maybe? She's gonna recover and Baltar?
I know that many of you believe in the power of prayer. If that is your way, then I urge you to pray for our president. As for the others, I hope you will join me in keeping her in our thoughts.
Wow, that was beautifully said in such an agnostic way. Don't you dare.
Jesus.
No. Okay.
He's willing to fight for it?
Stand out, everyone. Think about what you're doing, Hilo. You're a soldier.
I'm a father, like you.
It seems I may have been wrong. The Cylon's fetus contains no antigens. It has no blood type. That's what Dr. Cotton was talking about when he said it was damned odd, except it's not damned odd. It's astonishing.
Huh.
He's gonna save the president!
Huh.
Special...
No fucking way.
Blood!
And there's no blood type, so it's...
To some cancer cells I took from the president.
No.
Whoa.
They're not. There's no way.
Cure to all diseases just popped up.
They're just taking blood, right?
Sharon, it's okay. It's gonna be all right.
I don't like what you're doing. I think it's unnatural and damn dangerous.
Yes, well,
That's science.
given the patient's current condition, I am not sure that I see the downside.
Fair.
Maybe it's just her time.
And for once, perhaps I am the beacon of hope around here.
Huh. He actually liked that. He's like, that's like the first kid thing I've seen this doctor. Yeah, I do.
I'm afraid the tests are positive. The mass is malignant.
Oh yeah, she definitely does. Oh god.
Help me get her on her side.
Baltar's gonna regret if she lives.
I'll be damned.
Did her heart just reset?
Yeah. We're done.
Oh, she's like, you fucking traitor.
No, don't.
Holy shit!
She's like, you...
Cancer's gone.
Bro, just ate the cancer in 2 days?
Sure. It's gone.
Bro, they just love this Brig set.
They do.
I gotta get the money's worth.
President Roslin.
Before we can even begin to talk, I need your personal assurance that there will be no more attacks.
As I told the Admiral, I've had no direct contact with
Genuine
anyone.
negotiations require trust.
Such a
Do not
diplomat.
lie to me.
Whew.
I'll talk to my people.
But if you renege, I'll insist the Admiral hunts you and your friends down without mercy.
You seem very content.
I saved the president. Now I don't have any more responsibilities.
Yes, but by saving Roslin, you've denied yourself
See?
your rightful place of leadership.
Yep.
He was like, I don't want it.
What is that?
That Roslin wrote me.
See, that's...
I hope it says like, please resign.
Appoint Billy, resign.
You must be reminded of your ethical responsibilities.
It's true. Okay.
And challenged to rise above your own self.
Also true.
Needs.
After all I've done for the fleet. After all I've done for her.
Oh my god, Baltar. Oh, he's so petty.
So now we know she's never going to trust me.
This is quite literally life and death.
I don't think it is. I think you need to calm down.
Hey, they fixed the window.
Where are they getting all this glass? 6.
Hi, honey.
Yeah, right.
Never be open to negotiating with the Cylons.
I disagree. I think we've made real progress today, and so does the vice president. He encouraged patience while he works with Rosalind from within. And he offered the contents of this case as proof of his...
Oh, he gave him the warhead.
Oh, shit.
It better not be the fucking warhead.
It is a nuke. It has to be.
Mm-hmm.
No, yeah? Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that what that was supposed to be?
Yep.
I think.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Interesting.
It didn't look as nuclear as I thought it was gonna look.
That was a lot. Well, I mean, maybe that's why. Maybe it's supposed to be a smaller device in the future.
Well, like, the only nuke schematic you've probably ever seen is a giant ball with a bunch of electrodes attached.
Yeah, bro.
Or the Fallout, atom.
Right, like this. Yeah. That's what's inside the little shell.
Yeah.
That's what causes diffusion to occur. That makes crazily enough, the molecules, rip apart and cause everything else to explode.
Bro, wild fucking episode.
Yeah, that was interesting. Really interesting. Now we had that whole thing about the nuke. I completely forgot that he had a nuke, and now there's a whole Cylon, resistance faction going on.
Being led by a Cylon, which they
don't even know.
Hysterical.
They don't know she's a Cylon.
And just is furthering the point of how fucking stupid that movement is. She's like, no, the Cylons will save us and understand, and we should surrender. And it's like, dude.
Well, I mean, her original mission as a soldier was to kill everybody and do things. So I don't know if you can actually trust that faction of Cylons, per se. You
can't trust any of them.
Except for Sharon right now.
I still don't think you can trust Sharon.
I think, was it Adama?
I think Adama put it so perfectly that the only reason she's done everything she's done is to survive. Yeah. I feel like I've said something to that effect previously.
Is it the will to live versus compassion? Self-preservation versus, compassion for others. I think, above all else, Sharon knows that in order for herself to live and for this to go, she needs to work with the Galactica. And we found out, we saw what happens when she finds out that potentially her baby is...
Well, hold on with that. I mean, nothing's ever as cut and dry as just one reason. I think that it's a big point that she just wants to live. Mm-hmm. But they've mentioned over the course of all of these episodes that, like, the Sharon models are always a little bit different. Yeah. So I think she might genuinely, be willing to live amongst humans rather than, Cylon superiority. But I don't think Six ever thinks that.
See, the only... if we ever get any more information that the Sharon model is the newest model, then that makes sense.
Yes, that makes sense.
Like, it was like they were experimenting and she's able to be the most human.
That would
right?
make sense, yeah.
Well, and that's why she's different. But short of that, I think it's all smokescreen bullshit.
And the I forget his name. The one with the nice hair, Cylon. They were discussing on Caprica.
The one that got
the Sharon model's always been different.
Is that
yes?
So I hear what you're saying, but I feel like we've already got that. To me, I've already gotten that confirmation.
Sure, but then we've also gotten confirmation from Six more than once that she still always gets her job done.
But wasn't her job...
So meaning, no matter, Sharon's different and she's being rebellious, but in reality, she always completes whatever her mission is. We don't know what this Sharon's mission is, but we can assume that the original part of the mission was to find this human.
And have a baby.
Well, yes, but Hilo specifically... for the hopes to get onto Galactica. So for all we know, everything's going according to plan. And the first hiccup was like, we're going to kill your fucking baby.
Now, I thought, dude, what? I thought Hilo, I don't know if Sharon needs to be on there because the reporter was on there. And there's still 5 other people in the fleet no one knows about.
Sharon is no longer a part of the mission for the Cylons.
I'm saying I don't believe that.
I believe that
That's what I'm saying.
They explained that this Sharon is a different model than the regular Sharons, and the one way I can assume that is...
Who said that?
The Cylons did. They talked about it.
No. They said Sharons.
Well, they said this Sharon is slightly different than the other ones, too.
No, they said Sharon.
Well, maybe Sharon...
her model.
Maybe, whatever, guys. Maybe the difference is that her mission is specifically to have a baby at any means necessary, even if that means betraying the Cylons. Now, we found out that they've tried to make Cylon babies through probably both means. The first one being harvesting eggs and doing that. the second one they probably did the opposite.
Yes, and then they thought they needed love,
which is by completely removing her, removing her complete hate, maybe for not her complete hate, but
maybe
like
love is
the
required.
instinct. Maybe removing that instinct is how they make this Sharon, have a baby, because they remove the hate for humans, and because she needs to be able to love a human in order to have a baby.
Sure.
So as a result, I feel like her programming may be slightly different to the extent they might be saying, her mission isn't to destroy humanity like the other Cylons. Her mission is to have a baby.
Sure, yes. I didn't say anything to that effect. I'm just saying literally everything she's doing is a plan.
Maybe.
She's not, I think it's all calculated. I don't buy it for 1 second.
I think everything...
Because we tried to believe Boomer, and Boomer fucked us over and shut it
Boomer was
down.
like having episodes.
Boomer,
this Sharon does not have episodes.
Yeah, that Boomer was having breakdowns, so you don't know how long she was.
Boomer was supposed to be like a sleeper agent. This is supposed to be like a normal Cylon.
Yeah, that one had like cover personalities and split personalities.
I don't think you have no basis. I think you have a good basis for your opinion.
My whole point is, look at the number 6 he saved. It was like 2 weeks ago at most.
And she's already had a...
Yeah. Come on.
She already what?
Come on.
She already what?
Pegasus was right.
She already formed an entire new faction, and it's like, the Cylons are gonna save everybody by killing them. Freedom.
Pegasus should have killed her.
I have a feeling that faction may have existed prior to her.
Yeah, and then 6 walked in and said, "Oh yeah, I totally agree. Let me help."
Yeah, and then she made
2 weeks later, we're bombing people.
Exactly.
She had a private bodyguard.
But part of it, what it could have been, is also we know that the Cylons exist on the other ships. We just don't know their faces, or if people know their faces.
Well, but that's the crazy...
Because they don't know what 6 looks like.
They do. Didn't they release it to the public?
Not that one.
Yeah, they did.
Not her picture.
I thought all of them they were released.
I thought they released...
If they did, then the public would know that the 6 that's with...
Yeah, but 6 is wearing glasses and has darker hair now and wears it in a different style.
Maybe.
It does look different. It's actually kind of...
Yeah, it is crazy.
She does look different.
It is crazy.
To bounce off that, though, we had some flashbacks in this episode. First one, we learned about a character named Nayland Stans, who was some sort of educational, group.
That's just background noise for...
Let's get to the fucking nitty-gritty, Mikey.
That helped Roslin...
I don't want to talk about that.
No, that helped Roslin learn about how to negotiate.
Yes.
Which she then had... We learned she had a romantic relationship with Adar, which he was using to almost, it feels like, manipulate her, maybe, to do what he wanted. Or maybe once he found out she no longer was doing what he wanted, he dumped her because he,
Listen, this is all backstory.
Yeah.
This is all backstory.
The backstory is that she saw 6 and Baltar together, and the 6, while they were making out, 6 looked directly at her. So that means 6 has some idea of who Roslin is and her purpose.
Of course.
Knowing that she was going to go to the Galactica, potentially. I don't know, because they did try to destroy the Galactica, so I don't know if that's part of the plan. All I know, it makes sense if 6 knows who she is, because the
6 should know who she is.
6 definitely knows
she's
who
ahead
she
of
is.
she's ahead of humanity.
What do you mean? The whole point of that is Roslin going to reveal to Adama and whomever that Baltar is a fucking actual sympathizer?
She also doesn't know if if these are real memories or if that's her brain putting stuff in there.
Depends.
I think she's going to continue to be suspect and might bring it up to Baltar.
She might.
But I don't think she's just going to run to Adama. That's not who she is.
Now, speaking of Roslin, we found out, breast cancer, left breast cancer, metastasized. The interesting thing we also found out is that the Cylon blood was abnormal. Now, it wasn't abnormal in a bad way. We found out, so it's fair to assume that Cylons by themselves have a regular blood type to stay incognito, so that when their blood is taken for blood work, physicals, etc., that the doctor who did it isn't going to be like, hey, you don't have the blood type. What's up with that? But when you mix a Cylon with a human and make a baby, the result is you have a organism that has almost complete immunity to diseases and can even reverse stage 4 terminal breast cancer that's at the end stages.
Yeah, that's kind of wild.
Which is crazy. Which maybe actually mixing humans and Cylons together is the final stage of evolution in this universe, because you're creating godlike beings that have immunity to diseases and don't age and look the same. No, we don't know about look the same.
Yeah, we talked about this a couple episodes ago with the cycle, with the gods on Cobalt.
Yeah. We're getting further proof of that, though, that with the blood types and whatnot, and learning that their blood is basically...
It's just the Triforce.
Yeah, it's basically immunity.
But wait, isn't no blood type just type O?
No.
Okay.
Because that's like...
You can be even more adaptable than type O?
Probably. There probably is no blood type, and maybe the way it
this
works,
is super baby blood, okay?
Maybe it just like maybe it literally forms their blood type when it gets into the blood.
Also, is that
interesting? That's really important to learn.
Like, give me a 5-second answer. Not like, I don't want an in-depth answer. Okay,
what's up?
Can I literally be like, okay, boop?
To them, yes, boop. But you have to get into the vein. As long as you get into the vein,
I don't mean drawing the blood. I mean like. Is it really as simple as like, oh my God, she's dying, and they insert new blood into her bloodstream, and it took
2 days. But it also seems like what happened.
To answer your question, yes.
Yes.
Okay.
So what
you can't just take someone's blood
to blood,
and you can just
10-second answer.
There's a lot of risks.
You trying to swap blood, bro?
No.
10-second answer is the blood went through her veins, hit her heart. Her heart realized it is not her blood, probably stopped, and then was like, okay, let's restart.
He was talking about using. Like taking baby blood, not doing anything with it, and injecting it straight into Rosalind. Is it that straightforward?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
We learned about a man named Roy. We learned about the faction that apparently wants Cylon peace. We're probably going to learn more about them, but it seems like they're straight up. The first thing we learned.
Rosalind's going to see sex and be like,
they're literally being hunted down, and they're like, we should just surrender.
Well, there's people like that out there for the world.
Wait, hold on. How is Baltar not going to get hung up on treason as soon as they find out the rebellion has his nuke?
I don't know. We're gonna.
And his
ex-girlfriend
Cylon that he released.
Now,
you know what I mean? Like, it's so absurd.
It was crazy because like
he's like, I won't be the reason mankind is destroyed. Meanwhile, he's completely undermining.
You have to remember, he is fueled by spite. And as soon as Rosalind's like, I don't trust you, but you're so smart, he's like, she doesn't trust me. I'm going to give a nuke to the atom.
I know, he's like about to start smoking a celebratory cigar, and it wasn't just like, hey, you're going to do a great job. I believe in you. You're the best. Bye.
So we
sincerest.
So we had a
Rosalind.
We learned,
you know what I mean? It wasn't a big enough stroke for him. So
in regards to that, we with how that was, we learned that he really does just care about himself above all else, because her note wasn't that bad. It just simply said, you're a little selfish sometimes, so make sure you stay on track and make sure that you follow what's going on.
Yeah, no, which was fair.
Yeah, but it was completely fair, but he took it the wrong way. He's like, she's calling me a bitch. I'm like,
I'm perfect.
Dude, it's like, dude, come on, we know this.
Perfect. That's why the Cylons love him.
One thing I thought was interesting was the terrorist group, like most terrorist groups, were like, we don't want to bomb and kill other people. We don't have any plans to do that. We're not an organization with a faction head. We're just a movement that follows ideals and, this and that. And then, it goes as far as the guy, the Vorian Jai, he was like, I'll call off all the bombings and see what I can do.
Oh, and by the way,
we do it.
Mikey, you were like, it's not like she's in charge.
She is.
She's number 6 is in charge. The guy who says he's their spokesperson reports to her.
I don't know if in charge, but they're definitely like within a level of each other.
You're right there.
Well, he's under her. Why would he?
Really
he went straight to her and reported to her.
I don't think that she's the head of the faction.
Well, I don't think there's a head. Like, I don't think that was bullshit. But I don't clearly they're taking their cues from
somebody.
And
somebody can clearly call off the nukes or the bombings of other ships, because it's crazy.
Plus, a nuke kind of gives you some sway.
It does.
Right.
Yeah.
So,
the one thing that I also like to think about too is the entire conversation where Rosalind is also able to stay president because she has the military backing her. But the moment Baltar, if he became president, the military wouldn't back him probably in the same level, because Adama doesn't trust him to the extent that Rosalind he does. Now, he didn't.
That doesn't mean he would oppose him.
Yes,
it's just kind of like you got to prove yourself.
Yeah. Because Rosalind he didn't trust at first either until she proved herself. Whereas I feel like Baltar would have a harder time proving himself, especially considering how many people have seen him talking to himself. He's not the most stable individual. And
literally.
Now, last 2 things I want to bring up. First is I made a comment. Remember how number 6 was like, God has a plan for you, Baltar?
Mm-hmm.
The plan was for him to become president, and then he could use the power while being manipulated by 6 to do things for the Cylons.
So you think he's gonna?
He messed up by saving Rosalind. That wasn't part of God's plan. That was Baltar going with his own thing, trying to
being
be
human,
and being a scientist, trying to do something instead of letting nature take its course, which is what Dr. Cottle would have done, because remember he was like, "What's going on?" But it was experimental, and as a result, the experimental thing works, which I think Six really did not like, because her goal is for Baltar to be the leader of the civilians, so that way he has more sway. She wants him to have sway. Everything he does is so that he gains power.
Well, that's why when he's reading the letter, it's not that bad.
But she makes it that
but
bad.
Number 6 is the one who's like stoking the flame of
the way she's saying it. It's like there's two ways you could be like, look out, stop looking out for yourself, or stop looking out for yourself all the time. It's like, you're selfish, or we know that you could do better. They went for the second one. Now, I'm very curious. The last thing I want to ask you guys is, do you think Baltar will end up joining the Cylon resistance movement that with the number 6 that's a part of it?
Yep.
No?
Baltar is a chicken shit with no spine.
But he loves that.
He literally just already, he did.
He loves
He's a part of it. No. He didn't join them. The nuke. That means he's complicit.
Mikey's asking, leave Rosalind's faction to be on their faction.
Oh.
No. He's going to stay exactly where he is.
He's a fucking little fucking
That's what I'm saying.
He's going to do both.
He's going to literally be like, I'm the vice president, but also I'm totally helping out these guys.
Yeah. I mean, I think there's a chance. I think Mikey's maybe getting going in the right direction with that. He might try to now make a play.
Well, I mean, there's two. I don't think so. We learned.
He doesn't want that.
We learned 2 resistances now.
He does not want to be president.
I don't know. Right at the end, I feel like
6 wants him to be
president.
president.
Yes.
He wants the recognition he could be president. He doesn't want to be president.
He just wants blondes and to be told he's doing a good job.
He just wants
to be
believable.
He just wants somebody to stoke his build up his ego, and then also like we said, hot blondes.
I think there's a chance, because then I think the whole Rosalind remembering that he's a sympathizer is going to come into play, and she's going to tell Adama, and Adama's going to be like,
I still don't think Adama's going to find out before she brings it up to Baltar.
Only one way for us to find out, and that's to keep watching.
Yep.
Thanks for joining us, guys. We're the 732 Review Crew. I'm Mikey.
I'm Joe.
And I'm Mike.
If you enjoy our Battlestar Galactica, make sure you do check out our Patreon, which features full lengths to this and many other series. It does help a long way for us in terms of upgrading our setup, as you see, as well as just helping us move towards getting editors and other things we need. Otherwise, make sure you do comment, like, and subscribe if you haven't already, and we will see you next time.
Toodaloo.
Who do you think